Welcome to the Carthage Campaign for Divinity Et Impera 1.2. In the last part, we waged a war here against the Apuli, and they're now gone. And I'm in the process of pulling these armies back, although I can see that our friends, the Bosphorian Kingdom, are actually having a little bit of trouble with the Lugi at the moment. But this armies are a little bit damaged. They really need to get back and refurbish. This one's not too bad. I think what I might do is keep this army just here for the moment. We'll just fortify them so that if these guys give any trouble to the Bosphorian Kingdom, I can't actually see what there is. Maybe if we pull back this way, we can see what this army's in pretty good nick. So what I was doing is sending this agent up here because I'm thinking about going to war with the Lugi, and they've got a small army there because I want to take a kink and maybe even push up as far as here because we need Istros there and that just to complete these two provinces. Because at the moment I'm still debating what to do with Egypt. Getting down here to actually conquer Egypt to complete the victory conditions is going to be a little bit tricky, because to get down to here means that we're going to have to get armies down here. I have started building up an army over here. I think we're sending him over because he needs some artillery, because if we're going to hit Egypt, we're going to hit them in pretty heavy force. Actually, let's gather that. Actually, what they've got in the way of mercenaries. What I'm looking for is some missile troops, because we do have the requirement. Need another 6 mercenary units. I suppose I could whack some mercenary units into this army. What have we got here? I mean, I've got so much cash I don't know what to do with. E7. I mean, oh, we got some archers here. Yeah, 3 of these archers. That would help with the cause. What we got here? Guys, Scutari, Iberian merchant. Got 15 armor. Guys got 15 armor. We've got plenty of cav. I think what we might do is just see what we can hire later on. So I'm just going to upgrade those, give them everything they've got, and we can just recruit the artillery. I want to bring this army down because if we're going to plow through here, I mean, I'm a little bit inclined to go for the diplomatic solution, simply because it might be a quick way to finish this campaign. I just want to go up here and see, because if we're going to take Syria's in a little bit of a mess at the moment. We've got these guys here. Yeah, I mean, we could send an army down, but we would then have to get a foothold here. I mean, that might be an option. But I think just in this part we're going to fulfill our contract with Bosphor, the Bosphorian Kingdom, and I think we're going to wage a little bit of war. How strong are the Lugi? Yeah, they're not even worth worrying about. So I think what we're going to do is offer to join war Lugi. Well, we could be. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother. I'm just going to. Right, they've accepted. How happy are they with us now? Yeah, they're very friendly. Right, would you want military alliance? They've now accepted. That's exactly what I wanted. So in theory now that should give us Bosphorus, and it should now take us. But we got to get another 11 ports, which is going to be tricky, which is another reason why I'm coming up here, because we may have to snag a couple of ports up here, but it's going to be doing it the hard way. And to pursue our battle, where is it? I've got to find it. There we are. This is one of the fun parts of actually. What we're going to do is come into here. And you can just encircle, and I think we'll probably go with an auto resolve here, guys. I do want to push this on a little bit. I think even Even my armies can afford it. 93%. We're just gonna auto resolve this. What's the highest? Go protective. And that will give us a kink, and that will then allow us to solidify. So we're just going to occupy. Going to push you straight past here. Don't think these guys are going to be any. Get just north of Istros. That actually belongs to the Swaby. Oh great! I didn't want to attack the Swaby. Never mind. So we've now got a kink here. Certainly want to convert that. Yeah, food. That's exactly what I want. Because the one problem area I do have is food. Because I've got lots of things I can upgrade, but they all require food. I've got an agent here, which I want to. Let's see how strong. Sparta doesn't really have very much. I think we're going to push you back into here for some military training. This is a new veteran because one of my veterans died in the last part. And what I'm going to do is bring this army down to about here. Oh, you're actually short of a unit. Okay, well, it's not as though I'm short of cash. I've got a navy up here, which I was building up as well. So I think you can come down to here. Bring you down, and you can build up. So because if I am going to go against Egypt, I do need the navies and the. Actually, you've got no mercenaries. Okay. Let's keep building you up. Yeah, sorry, this is going to get into a little bit of a grind, guys. But the other thing I was also doing is coming down this way because I think Egypt is actually at war with Roe and Maine. I think Maine should be over here. So again, the other option is I want to get an agent over this way. Actually, yeah, you keep an eye on that. I want this agent moving over this way because if I can make contact with their enemies here, because I don't really want to join the war. I mean, one way I could do it is actually offer to join the war of the Sukhalids, but the other option would be for me to offer to join the war with Maine, because if I join the war with the Sukhalids, what will happen is that a lot of these guys here are also at war with the Sukhalids, will be unhappy. Then I may have to keep armies up here to defend this frontier. So it's a little bit complicated in some ways. I don't like letting my armies loose on their own, but I think you just come this way. You can't move that far, so I think you can support this army. Can come back and refurbish, I think, because it needs to heal up a little bit. Right, so we've got this army's pushing north. So much cash I don't know what to do with. I think this army here at the moment can just stand on this frontier on its own, and I mean we could push through to here, but I really want to. So we got this here. Belts is over here, Kronos is there, and we got this area here. We'll just have to see, guys. As I say, I don't really want to push out this far. I really wanted to take this, but that belongs to the Swaby. That makes life a little bit more complicated. And I would like to take Istros, push through here, because that will solidify this border. Maybe we'll do that. We'll just push through to Istros, and then that will give me 2 regions of this, and then maybe if we get any push or shove from the Swaby, we will do anything. And as you can see here, I've got so much cash. And I've really got nothing to build on it. I mean, just to let you run through, guys, and show you. I mean, there's just an example here. See, all these, they're all nice to haves, but with 19 food and the fluctuations with winter, this is something you need to guard against with the winter. That when you go into the winter, I mean, that's 19 in spring. What you can get is a problem which will then grow. Yeah, and you can see some of these settlements are nice to haves, but they don't really give enough to justify running the risk with the food. So, I mean, we've got this area here. So again, this is 4 food. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, maybe that would be worth doing. I mean, how's the public order? The public orders did brilliant. I think maybe we can go with that. Could go with that. We're building that up, so maybe we could get with that. That would spend a little bit of our cash. I mean, we could max this out. Yeah, I think maybe that doesn't cost us anything. So in some ways, I'm literally now spending cash for the sake of spending cash. That's going to reduce the banditry down a little bit. So maybe we're that in. I think you're okay. Again, the fish here is okay, but we got a bit of a public order issue here. Maybe if I take that up, that will help. Okay. As I say, it's a little bit embarrassing, guys. I put this in to help solve the food problem. Got plus 37 public order. Wow. Going. So I have been knocking a few things down to actually think maybe we'll take that up, see if we can control some of this public order, not public order, sorry, banditry, guys. Banditry here, 46. Wow, maybe we'll just keep taking these up. It's here. Again, we could push this up, but what's the point? I mean, even this consumes food. Anyway, I think that's enough for this turn, guys. We're making 37,000 a turn. So we're just going to go for an end turn. And in some ways, I'd like to build up a war chest anyway. So I'm just going to got here. This guy's quite happily doing his thing. Take that up, that, because he's not expected to fight any battles at all. Right, here we are, guys. We've got hidden agent, subject gains notoriety, so we'll just do that. What's up with you? Black sheep. We'll just pay his debt. Cash for it. Right, let's just keep this agent being here. Right, so you're doing okay. I think we're sending this agent over this way. But the Suclids are still hanging out here. I mean, I could go to war with the Suclids, I suppose, but it's going to take a long time to get over here. To check something. This guy died a couple of turns ago and I've just forgotten all about him.
At your command,
my lord.
Like the
Unseen, my lord. Treading softly.
I think what I might do is send this army up in support. This arm here, we'll just give them a little bit of a helping hand against the Lugi.
How can I would travel many miles for Carthage.
we fight for you, my lord. How can I serve Carthage?
Fix the garrison here. Strass 17. take you through here.
Let them cower before our might. We
Can
take the
encircle.
government for you, my lord. March.
Guys come up that way. Don't think we've got any problems here. What we got here? Wealth from grain. I don't really want wealth from that. I think what I want is food. So we're just going to drop that in. I mean, this is an agricultural one. It's going to give me food. That's going to improve the food situation. Right, I think what we're going to do, guys, is got a small army here. And we're actually going to fight this. I don't want to drain away the casualties. Oh, the enemy decides to sally out and fight on the field. Okay. We'll accept that. Right, start deployment. And they're probably going to come roaring straight at us, so just don't like those trees. I think what we will do is say they should attack us, so I think what we'll do is we'll line these guys up slightly back behind them. That'll make them a bit wider. Put you guys back a little bit. Put you guys on the flanks as usual. I didn't check to see whether they had any cav. I didn't think they had. They've got a nice big wide front up here. Oh, actually, I think what we'll do is we'll pull these guys back to this front so we can get them as they come out through the trees. I'm going to put the cav on this side because the reinforcing army will come out this way. Right, we got some Thracians and Axemen. You stand back there. And I think what we're going to have is these on this side. Right. Got some very heavy melee, but
Our reinforcements have arrived.
we're just going to get the reinforcements in before we attack. Just going to yep. So we just get all the forces in. Start. Generals. More elephants come up that way. Cavalry this side. General, you're still a little bit too much in the field at the moment, so I think what we'll do is bring the war elephants over this side.
Our hidden units have been
Okay.
discovered.
Right. Some very. Let's keep hitting this. Very heavy. We're going to hit that heavy unit. Just going to bring these guys over.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Wait. I think I'm going to want you guys to come over and reinforce that flank. You guys come that way. Here comes that reinforcing army, which is what they've probably been waiting for.
We await your command. Ready for orders. Fire on the enemy.
Elephants, I want you out. Wait, okay. You guys come in here.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
You guys get around the back. Thracians through. That's like the Germanic hunters are now. Right, elephants. Time to get the cav in position. Over here. Right, you guys go after them. General, keep. Hey. I know it's not fair, guys, but right, Axeman. Elephants that way. Guys, get off. Get in that way. Ah.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Guys here, General. Actually, I think. Right. War elephants. In.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Right, war elephants in. General this way. In you go.
Our general is under attack.
You guys light missile infantry here. General this way. You guys come this way. You guys fall back. Cavalry, it's time for you to deal with these. You guys are taking a little bit too much in the war elephants. Get set up for a rear charge. Right, you guys get rid of these missile troops. Oh. You guys crush in here.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Elephants. Time to use your general. Right. Right, you draw them onto this. War elephants, are you having fun? You guys get over here. I don't want you taking any more damage. Axe warriors, break off. We don't need you to be fighting anymore.
We are at your command.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Melee cavalry at your command.
Oh, no. Your cavalry. Right, you guys. Cavalry this way.
Guaranteed cavalry.
Okay.
Ready.
Guys go for a long walk.
Units has used all its ammunition.
Okay, elephants, where are you? Yeah, more elephants.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Just gonna end battle, guys. Lost 321 out of a force. That's less than 10%. I think we can successfully say that we've annihilated this lot. Took a little bit of damage, but to be expected. And we've now got Istros, which we're just going to occupy. Good old Hannibal Barker has got. I don't. Yeah, I doubt. Didn't think he'd be able to get anywhere. But what we're going to do now is just push through this way. Right. And they've got Gillion here. And we've now got Istros. We don't need that. We don't need that. Probably convert that. Again, we're just going to make this into a food center.
At your command.
Yep, I think. Get this side. Again, we're not going to push on here too quickly. We're going to take our time. Trouble with these long turns is I forget how far everyone's moved, and get you move this way. Get you. I think you're going to need a bit more of a front line. What we got in the way of a front line here? Let's have a quick. Let's get this victory condition. I think needs 3 more mercenaries. So I think what we're going to do is just hire in some more mercenaries. We will get another archer. Got here 53. Not particularly that good here, but got armor. You're probably the better troops. So grab a couple of these. At the victory condition. Yep, we've got 40. And what we'll do is get some of our own troops in. Oh, it's up to full size. Boost these guys up. And of course, because they just... I'm just going to move this army down, just in case we actually need it. As I say, I'm not too sure. So this is... with these... Petra. No. It belongs to Egypt. So the Marn are probably out here somewhere. Okay. And you've moved. You're okay.
Ready for orders.
And just get in some more of these guys. Not many of them. Don't seem to have a lot of forces here, which makes this navy comparatively weak again when compared with other units. We could drop let's just actually cancel. Don't need all that number of Balearic slingers. What we'll do is just do that, and that brings this navy up to full strength. So we've got the cash to do it, guys, so there's no point. Oh, I do need to get,
We fight for you, my lord.
I want you across into here, and you, well, why can't you, probably this area is still pretty weak. I'll take that up. I've got 50,000 to spend. Have a quick look at the construction report. Yeah, let's just get you're gonna get maximum food is 3, 4 food. I think probably the best way is to go with that, and food here, drop that in, get that going. Lots and lots of unseasonal conditions. Settlement captured, yes. Istros, yeah. Troops recruited. Again, I think we're just going to hang on to the cash in case we get a banditry problem or anything untoward like that, guys. Have a quick look. And I think I'm just going to slip in one more turn because I've lost complete track of time here, guys. So, as I say, I think that's the Ari. So effectively, Lugi are now trapped into this corner here. I mean, we could take that front, but I don't know. So we're just gonna. How's the public order here? Public order's pretty good, so I'm just gonna go for an end. Oops, no, actually, just have a quick. Yeah, the king's going. Okay, just gonna go for an end turn. Oops, I've got that again. Hannibal Barker. See what you've got here. I want to give this Hannibal some more, probably offensive capability is probably the polite term. You know, oops. Oh, come on, behave yourself. Morale against enemy. Morale, all units. I think we're going to go with that because I want him working in an aggressive role. Just going to go one more turn, guys, and then that's what I'm going to call it for this part. Right, it seems we have a battle against the Lugi. No, I'm going to withdraw.
Fall back! Gathering supplies, my lord.
Don't want this army severely damaged just at this moment. Right, we've got plague. Got plague over here. Construction report. Right, we've got homestead up here. Again, I think we'll just drop that in. Right, up here. What you're going to do, you're just going to fortify.
You there, get to work.
Fortify. You guys are back to strength, so bring you back in so that these two armies can join together. I'm in no mood really to. Should be a settlement up. Lugi army here. So they're sending armies through here, so I think what we need to do is team these two armies up together to do something about that.
Ready for order. At your command.
Guys can't. We're moving into winter, so I think what we're going to do is move this army up about here. Fortify. You can come up. Close support. And fortify. You here. So you can keep an eye on there. Yeah, we're going into a winter cycle anyway, guys, so that's always a pain in the neck. So I think if these armies, this army in a fortified position, if these guys attack again, we should be able to defend quite easily. We got navies recruiting here. I've got the army moving this way. Just keep moving down so that you get into position. I think there's going to be a good chance that we are going to fight Egypt agents. Keep you. So there's Egypt's that way. Okay. I think guys just wander around Jura. But the Sukhalids are here. And let's have just to wind this part up. The Bosphorans really love us. Those guys don't like us that much. Egypt's getting unfriendly again because, well, I suppose that they've actually got their military allies of Petra. Why don't you like us? Okay, so about the Sparta's actually unfriendly. I think what we may have to do is actually Sparta's not actually at war with anyone, so why are you unhappy? What got with you?
I give you greetings.
Got non-aggression. Okay, we'll just
For the next few minutes.
oh, it says we can't
Make your case, but without a lawyer.
we got to leave it 5 turns anyway. Got no idea how I managed to sign that agreement. I think what I'm going to do, guys, is we're going to finish off with our business with the Lugi. Working with the Bosphorans. We may get rid of these guys as well. Get bouts, maybe. Ranos. Maybe we'll take this central province here. I mean, it's a bit pointless, but it might actually give us some food and such, which we could then use. So maybe that's what I'm going to do while we get into position. I think, yeah, my inclination is to actually fight Egypt, but fighting Egypt's going to be quite interesting.
Orders, my lord.
Because we would have to take out Sparta first. So actually, maybe. How good's you? Yeah, you've got a really big time veteran, so I think maybe we're gonna detach you into here. Your job is going to be just to stand there, keep an eye on Sparta. I mean, Sparta's got 2 armies here with Scutari swordsmen. Okay, so to come in here and take Sparta is going to be quite interesting. We need at least 2 armies because this is what we got here. Yeah, so you're talking about taking on. I mean, you have to maneuver around and maybe have a night battle or a battle against these guys. That could be interesting. That could be a fun battle, actually.
How can I serve Carthage?
So next time is going to be winter. And we got lots and lots of cash to spend. So sorry about this again, guys. Actually, what else did we get on the construction report? Traveller's Lodge up here. That's going to give me public order, but we've got plenty of public order here. So the Traveller's Lodges are pretty good way of improving the situation when you've got good public order. And we've got no problem with squalor because we've got. So we're just going to keep bumping that up. Plague faction encountered. Okay. We encountered.
The door is open to you, but if you wish, my lord will.
Okay. Certainly don't want to get into a war with them. So who are they actually at war? They're at war with the Sukhalids, so. Okay. Huh. Did that actually? No, it hasn't opened up any other new factions. So I think this is where I'm going to leave it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. As I say, I'm in a little bit of a dilemma, but we will sort it out. As I say, what I'll probably do is play a few turns off camera, try and get a bit of momentum back into this campaign, because I do want to get to a victory. And of course, we've got to get through winter anyway, so we're not going to do much there. So all I can say, guys, is until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.